Coraline has fallen asleep, trapped in the dark room behind the mirror. She is being punished for not playing Happy Families with the other mother. In this room, she meets the ghost children who are the other mother's previous victims, some of whom have been languishing in the other house for centuries. Having fallen for her lies about a perfect, eternal life, they stayed with the other mother until she stole their souls and abandoned them in this horrible world. By now, the other mother thinks that Coraline has had enough time out. She pushes through the mirror, as if it is nothing but water. She picks Coraline up, cradles her in her arms as she wakes, and brings her into the kitchen. Half conscious, Coraline enjoys the affection until she realises where she is and who she's with. Hey team, just a reminder, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It really helps the channel out, and our next upload could be on something taught in your next class. Thanks, and back to the video. As the other mother makes Coraline a cheese omelette, Coraline reveals that she has met the ghost children. The other mother dodges Coraline's questions and affirms yet again that she does love Coraline very much and will do so forever. Do you believe her? Coraline decides to challenge her to a game. She promises that if she loses, she will stay with the other mother forever and let her sew the black buttons onto Coraline's eyes. But if Coraline wins, then the other mother must let everyone go, her parents, and the dead children. The other mother takes the bait. Coraline wants to play a game that involves finding things, but she's not just looking for ordinary objects. To win the game, Coraline must find her parents and the souls of the 3 children. Coraline realises too late that she doesn't know what souls look like. Standing before the mirror in the hallway, she digs out her stone with a hole in it. That's when she realises it's glowing in the reflection. Coraline begins her quest in her other bedroom. Will it be possible to find a soul amongst the chaos there? She tips over the toy box and nothing. Then she remembers a little voice telling her to look through the stone. Coraline does so, and the room turns grey except for a tiny orange glimmer on the floor. It's the size of a marble, and as she holds it in her hand, Coraline hears the voice of the ghost boy in her mind. She found his soul, but he tells her to watch out. The beldam is angry. Hang on. What's a beldam? That's an old-fashioned English word to describe a horrible woman. It goes to show how old the little boy must be. 1 soul down, 2 more to go, plus her parents. This is going to be a long day, but Coraline doesn't want to continue her quest wearing the other mother's clothes. So she changes back into her own purple robe and comfy PJs. Of course, she's careful to put the marble and stone back in her pocket. Don't want to lose those. When she tries to leave the room, there is a vicious wind pushing her back. As she struggles, she hears another whispering ghost voice urging her to keep going. This means the other mother is angry. Good. Coraline must be making progress in the game. She calls out to the other mother to play fair and the wind stops. A game is only as good as its rules. Coraline ventures outside the house and has a look around. She reaches Miss Spink and Miss Forcible's flat, but their door seems stuck. She tinkers with the handle and, oops, Coraline falls through. She ventures further into the eerily empty theatre when dog bats start swooping at her. Goodness, what a change! What was a spectacular non-stop show has now become a gruesome, dilapidated cave with dog bats. Coraline scans the room through the stone for another hidden soul. There, on the back wall of the run-down stage, is a strange cocoon. Coraline hops up to investigate. On closer inspection, there is a figure of two women grotesquely melted together. Through the stone, Coraline can see something glowing inside the sack. It's in the hand of one of the women. Coraline bravely plunges her hand into the sticky stuff, carefully prying open the woman's lumpy fingers to retrieve the stone. 2 down, 1 to go. The faces of the two women look like Miss Spink and Miss Forcible, but why were they so disgustingly twisted and squeezed together like this? Suddenly, they come alive. They screech at Coraline to give back what she's stolen. Coraline turns on her heels and runs, dodging the dogbats. A little fairy ghost girl urges her to run. Run! She bursts through the doors of the flat and looks up at the house. Coraline notices that the house is changing. It doesn't seem so solid anymore. And the owner is there to greet her. Creepy as ever, the other mother reminds Coraline that she loves her very much. But Coraline doesn't believe her. The other mother only loves Coraline the way a dragon loves its gold. As the game is still on, the other mother gives Coraline a little hint. She coughs up a small golden key and tosses it at Coraline. She says it's for the empty flat. Then she simply disappears. This hint feels a little too suspicious to Coraline. The little ghost boy materializes and echoes her doubts. Since when did the other mother play fair, let alone be helpful? Feeling unsure, Coraline decides to explore the empty flat. She's an explorer after all. The flat is so silent, she can almost hear the dust drifting through the air. It's so off-putting that she hums a tune to comfort herself. The kitchen is empty, and there's a cat-sized dead spider in the bathtub. Gross! In the bedroom, there is a trapdoor. Wait, a trapdoor? Coraline pulls open the heavy door and sees stairs descending into a cellar. The stone isn't showing her anything promising, but she needs to explore just to be sure. It smells horrible down here. There is nothing but a pile of abandoned rubbish. Coraline turns to leave, but then she spies something. No, not something, someone. Coraline pulls away the rags and papers to reveal a deformed other father. He lays on the floor and looks sadly up at her. Coraline realizes the other father was sent down here as punishment for revealing too much to Coraline about the other mother. But now the other father warns her to run away. The other mother is trying to make him attack her. He lunges, and Coraline is faced with two decisions in a split second. She could run and get caught, or she could do something else. As the other father lunges, Coraline reaches up and yanks off his remaining button eye. He screeches and crashes around the basement, blindly reaching for her. She tries to walk up the stairs very quietly, but creak! The other father comes rushing up the stairs after Coraline. Coraline leaps up the stairs and grabs the heavy trapdoor, slamming it down. There's a thump, then nothing. Shaken but relieved, Coraline leaves the empty flat and its key behind. There's only one flat left to search, the crazy old man upstairs. Coraline ascends the stairs and remembers how the real crazy old man's flat felt. It was dark and smelled of strange foods and sharp cheese. She didn't want to go into that flat, but she reminds herself now, as she climbs the stairs, that she is brave. The flat is a disgusting mess. It stinks like rotten food and is filled with junk. And there, perching in and amongst the junk piles, are huge black rats, their red eyes staring at her from everywhere. A rustling, scratchy voice calls out to her, and she follows. In the shadows sits the crazy old man, but this time she can't see his face. He tells Coraline she would be happy here because they would give her everything she ever wanted. Coraline explains that it's no fun when you get what you want all the time. It makes everything lose its meaning. She decides she's had enough. This crazy old man is just a bad copy of the real one, made up by a crazy monster who calls herself the Other Mother. Coraline looks through the stone and sees a twinkling blue-white light buried in the old man's chest. She takes a step towards him and he falls apart. Rats scatter in all directions. Coraline sees a big black one carrying the glowing marble. She pursues it out of the apartment, stepping around smaller black rats who try to confuse her. Outside, she races down the stairs, but the stairs seem to be coming apart. They were beginning to lose their shape. She trips and falls, scraping her knee. Ouch! Realizing that the rat has escaped, Coraline feels the defeat sinking in. It's too late. She's lost the game and failed everyone. She sits down in despair. Suddenly, she hears a quiet cough and looks up. It's the black cat, with a dead rat at his feet. The cat proudly presents her with the last soul. As Coraline picks up the marble, she hears the ghost girl warn her that the Other Mother plans to break her promise. She won't let Coraline go. Coraline can't help but feel that the girl is right. The cat agrees too, but their conversation is interrupted by a shift in the air. The house is blurring and flattening out like a crude drawing. The cat begins to panic. With the house dissolving, all the ways in and out of this world will disappear. There's only one way out now, and it's through the drawing room door. This means they'll have to confront the Other Mother. With 3 souls sitting in her pocket, Coraline picks up the trembling cat and re-enters the house. Will Coraline manage to slip past the Other Mother? Or are we about to watch Coraline take on this monster? Coraline has been very brave and incredibly lucky so far. But has her luck finally run out? We hope you enjoyed this Schooling Online production. For more easy lessons, check out our other videos.